guitar lead. Very good. 7. Wow, he has been busy. Round of applause for the microphone stand that's 3 feet too small for me. Very good. Very good. Now, who remembers what I asked for when I came out here a little while ago? Yes, what did I ask for? That was very keen. If we had a pet, and can you remember what the pet was that we got?
Gerbil.
Gerbil, that's right. What else did I ask for? Yes.
You also asked for the hobbies, and
It
it was drama.
was drama. And who else remembers what I asked for? Yes?
What was your favorite thing?
I did, but also I asked what was somebody's dad's name. Can you remember what the dad's name I got was? Carl. That's right. So we see how we did. Round of applause for Helen, the signing lady, because she has not heard this either. And she's going to try and keep up. Right. Carl had a gerbil drama. It started on the usual day. He bought gerbils from a gerbil farmer and brought them home in the ordinary way. He had a cage to restrict their freedom, full of comfy straw for a bed. But he had no gerbil food to feed them, so he gave them plant food instead. Carl thought, what's the worst that can happen? He thought that it was worth a chance, though the label had said quite clearly, feed this only to plants. For while Carl was sleeping peacefully the whole night through, the legs of his table were creaking as the gerbils grew and grew. When he woke up in the morning, he couldn't believe his eyes. He should have heeded the bottle's warning, for his gerbils were an incredible size. How could he have been so reckless? He thought as they broke free with a snarl, and the gerbils hadn't had any breakfast, so the first thing that they ate was Carl. That was quite fun. How did you do, Helen? Do all right? Yes. That was quite fun. You see, here's the thing. I always ask those 3 questions when I do kid shows. I ask for a pet, a hobby, and somebody's dad's name. And what you normally do is you end up with a song about a pet with that name that does that thing, right? Last week it was Randy, Reading, and Stick Insect. So kind of inevitably it was a song about a stick insect called Randy who likes reading. Wasn't really anywhere else to go with that. But the word drama, all kinds of fun you can have with the word drama. It means acting, but also it can mean like chaos and emergency, you know? Absolutely. The best one of those I ever came up with, again, was about a word that has more than one meaning. The words I got were James, guinea pig, and squash. Now, I think squash meant, you know, that kind of tennis in a box game where you face the same way and bounce off the wall. But the word squash means all kinds of different things. So this is what we got. The kids drink Coca-Cola or fresh orange juice if they're posh. My friend James is quite original. He invented guinea pig squash. My friend James put his pet guinea pig in the blender for a wash. Accidentally hit the button and hey presto, guinea pig squash. My friend James, he's got a taste for it, runs that blender night and day. He'll do you a gerbil smoothie or in summer hamster frappe. Took a long time for the gerbils to get their revenge, and today they finally did. Calling all you vegetarians, pay attention, oh my gosh. Don't go round my good friend James's house, he'll give you guinea pig squash. So there we go. Well done, Alan. You keeping up? Well done, thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, oh good, he's facing the other way. He probably can't do sign language anyway, but it's not worth taking the chance. Hello folks, this is Helen, the signing lady speaking. I'm getting really bored in translating for these people. I don't think they're very funny, so I'm going to do some of my own jokes, if that's okay. Oh dear, he's getting the guitar ready. Looks like he's going to start singing again. I'll see if I can come up with some words for it. I'm Helen, the deaf signing lady, and I'm not a fan of this bloke. I don't think he's funny at all, so I've started to do my own jokes. Why did they book him in the first place? It really is quite absurd. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Oh no, what a poor choice of words. Ah, see, it's not as easy as it looks, is it? Round of applause for Helen. See, here's the thing. I don't normally do kids shows. I'm a sort of proper grown-up comedian who does proper grown-up comedy shows on a Friday and Saturday night for your mums and dads when they're out on their own and they've had too much medicine, okay? So here I am trying to do a show for all of you, and it looks like I'm a little tense right now. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm about to be assassinated by somebody from the Ninjas Guild. You can't fool me with that cookie. I know a Death Star when I see one. Speaking of Death Star, don't these yellow letters remind you of anything? Let's try something, shall we? It is a period of civil war. Rebel forces striking out from their hidden base have scored their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. Yeah, that's what it looks like, isn't it? It just needs to end on 4 dots. That's weird. What was I going to say? Yes! So we're all up here, when you have grown-up comedians doing kid shows, we have to concentrate very hard to keep, anything out the set that we would normally do that is not appropriate in this room right now. But we can all relax for the next couple of minutes because there are no sweary words, no sweary words, no sweary words in this song. Sing along! There are no sweary words, no sweary words, no sweary words in this song. Some words are not rude, although they sound as if they are, because there's another word that sounds the same. I used to have an Uncle Willie when I was a boy, and Willie isn't rude if it's your name. No! Willie isn't rude, Willie isn't rude, Willie isn't rude when it's your name. Sing along with that! Willie isn't rude, Willie isn't rude, Willie isn't rude when it's your name. A knob is just an implement for opening the door and proves a word you say when there's a stench. The French will say oui oui when what they mean to say is yes. So oui oui isn't rude if it's in French. No! Oui oui isn't rude, oui oui isn't rude, oui oui isn't rude when it's in French. Tout le monde chante, oui oui isn't rude, oui oui isn't rude, oui oui isn't rude if it's in French. And there are no sweary words, no sweary words, no sweary words in that song. Dear me. So, it be Valentine's Day this Friday. Anybody planning on doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No.
Kids planning on doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No.
Oh, some hands went up there, and there's a whole story I'm not sure I want to hear. And grown-ups doing anything for Valentine's Day? Somebody's got to babysit, huh? Oh, now what happens if we hit the looper? Maybe I'll make a noise and then you just have that for the rest of the show. No, revolt, rebel. But anyway, here's a love song. Would you like to hear a love song? This is a very romantic song. You smell but I love you, you stink but I care. There is nothing that stinks except your underwear. I kiss you or breathe, dear, it's so hard to choose. Take my heart and soul, just don't take off your shoes. You smell that I love you, I'm stung by your stench. I'd sing it if I could get my nostrils to unclench. My wallpaper's peeling, you've killed all my plants. But I've got my gas mask on, so shall we dance? There we go, thank you. He is determined to hit that looper, isn't he? He is just determined here. Maybe this is how Ed Sheeran started. Except he's too tall to be Ed Sheeran. Anyway. So, what do we have in common? Not very much, I'm guessing. I don't know. I have kids. I've got 2 kids. 1 and 3. Boring names, I know. Panic's first thing comes in your head, isn't it? Yeah. Don't ask what happened to 2. Yeah. Oh, we're going to hit the button. We are going to hit the button. I don't even know what he was doing on the loopers. Oh, good. Yes, loopers are boring. We go to sleep by the looper. Do we have any science fiction fans in? We got any Doctor Who fans in? Yeah? Young or old? Oh, I was a Doctor Who fan before your kids were born. That's before your mum and dad were born. Do you want to know how to make the Dalek noise? To really annoy people? Can you make the Chewbacca sound? Can you do that? Do that while shouting! There you go. Your mums and dads are going to thank me for that one. I kind of don't like your Star Wars toys though. Because your Star Wars toys are wrong. Because your Star Wars toys have little chips in them that make the noises. Which means you never had to learn how to make these noises for yourselves. And that was a vital part of growing up for us, wasn't it? Learning how to go. I'm kind of fascinated to see what this looks like. Brilliant! And now I know the sign language for lightsaber. I've always wanted to know that. Let's see what the sign language for TIE fighter is. Excellent. Let's see what the sign language for droids is. No, I don't think he likes report. No, I don't like either. R2 sad noise! It's the saddest sound in the history of cinema. Ooh. And look at that. Oh, what's that? Can I borrow that for a second? Yes, that. Can I borrow that? Oh, it's still got a bit in it, but it's probably going to work quite well. Let's see how we get on. Oh, it is too late for me and my son. That's pretty good. There you go. I may carry one of these around with me. Here's the thing. If you like science fiction, there's a book you should have heard of. It's called The War of the Worlds. It's over 100 years old, and it's the first really great science fiction book. And when I was your age, it was adapted into a rock album, which is the best record ever made. All right? It is. The best record ever made is Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds. The whole of the tale of the Martian invasion of Earth told in rock opera form. Right? And ever since I first heard Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds, I have wanted to write something like that. You know, get a book. Get a book that everyone knows. A book that everyone loves. And adapt the whole thing as a symphonic rock opera. So I have done it. Now, obviously, we've only got about 3 minutes, so I have adapted a much shorter book than H.G. Wells's The War of the Worlds, but I think you'll be quite pleased with how it turned out. So, I would like to end for you, if I may, with Mitch Ben's musical version of The Very Hungry Caterpillar. There we go, take 4. He was born from an egg on a leaf on a branch on a tree. He had an apple of 2 pears, 2 plums and 4 strawberries. After 5 oranges he wasn't satisfied, so he had a piece of cake and I could go to pickle and some cheese and sauce and down a lollipop, a slowly on a melon, watermelon and a piece of pie. A piece of cherry pie. That night he had a storm again. To eat so much had been a mistake. Some nice green leaf and he'll feel better. better soon. He made himself a new cocoon. What was he doing inside? When would he come out? 2 weeks in the heated hide, what was it all about? Morning, night, afternoon, not so much as a word. But inside the cocoon, something had occurred. He poked his head out at last, he opened up his eyes and spread magnificent wings, take to the sky.